Shalom, Kol Aloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Racha Kudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. So you can see the title, and the bridge collapse just had me thinking, and the Lord gave me this topic. Just like the bridge collapsed happened overnight, the Lord is going to come as a thief in the night. It's going to be just like that at a time in which we don't know of. However, the Lord gave us signs, and that's all we need. While the rest of the world is blind and they're going to be left in utter confusion, not knowing what to do, at the very least, we were given signs, and therefore we can be prepared, unlike what happened a few days ago. Now, of course, there is speculation that that was all set up, and I'm of the opinion that it was as well. Either way, it's an example to let us know the Lord will come as a thief in the night when people are unprepared. Just like COVID back in 2020 and a few other things, 9/11, and I'm sure there are more examples that we can bring up. But the Lord gave us signs to watch out, and that's why we're building up our spirits. I'm going to start here in the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. As you can see, the title says, The Day of the Lord. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. And of course, the analogy that this is basically bringing up is a thief is coming at a time in which you're unprepared. You're sleeping, you're not watching, you're resting. Right? So this is speaking in general in terms of the entire world. And that's why when you keep reading on, it talks about how we're of the light. We're not of the darkness, meaning that we have the knowledge and we won't be caught off guard. Now, verse 3 says, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. They meaning those people that were chosen to be destroyed. They will not escape. Why? Because ultimately you're just not of the elect. That's all it's coming down to. Like when we just get down to the fact of the matter, you have those that are chosen and you have those that were not. Period. That's it. So all we have to do right now is continue to thank the Lord that we have this knowledge and pray and beg and hope for his mercy, that we were of the elect, predestined before the foundation of the world to receive salvation. Those are the people that are going to be caught off guard, that aren't going to receive his salvation, that aren't in the Lord's good graces, and that don't have his mercy, thinking that everything is okay. All things are good, and then all of a sudden, boom, overnight, bridge collapses, 9/11, whatever else happens, right? The day of the Lord is here. That was basically travail upon a woman, right? It was sudden. Verse 4 says, But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. So it's not going to come as a thief in the night for everybody, the entire world. No, just those that are not of the elect. Those that weren't given the knowledge and, I'll say, inspiration to watch out for the Lord's signs and prophecies. So be ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day, meaning we're watching, right? We are not of the night nor of darkness. So we've given this light. We've been given this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from the heavens. So yeah, the bridge collapsed, and it's like oh shoot, we woke up and it just happened randomly. But I'm sure to majority of the Akim, if not all of us, it was just like okay, cool. What else? What else is going to happen? Yeah, sure, judgment and things like that. Ultimately, if it was something that was set up, it was from the Most High. He allowed it to happen. He made it happen. Esau may think that he's doing it for whatever purpose, to stop transportation of goods and different products, but really the Most High is in control of all of it, right? But it was a thief in the night for a majority of the world. The difference is that certain people are mentally prepared for incidents like that and more. Some people are prepared, the hopeful elect, and some people aren't. That's the difference. Therefore, verse 6, let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. The word sober here just means to be of a clear mind. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. And our job is to always be watching. Doesn't mean you can't drink. It doesn't mean that you can't go out and have fun, so-called fun, and maybe take a trip, vacation, do whatever, right? Like, I get it. We're in the flesh. We're out there sometimes. What do they say? Let your hair down, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, at the center of our life is this word, the ministry, and of course, watching, looking out for signs and prophecies, waiting for the Lord's return. That's the only thing that should matter. Don't allow the day of the Lord to catch you as a thief in the night. That's really the purpose of this video, to give some kind of exhortation to continue watching as well as praying. And as a matter of fact, let's see if we can grab that precept. I think it's in Luke. If it's not in Luke 22, then I'm going to look it up. For which is greater? And the Lord said this. All right. Watch as well. See if that pops up. Watch, pray. 21:36. Luke 21, let's start at verse 34 through 36. I know I highlighted through 36. All right, verse 34 says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be, as a matter of fact, let's read this in the NLT. I don't think I've done that in a while. All right, in the NLT it says, watch out, don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing and drunkenness and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware, like a trap, for that day will come upon everyone living on the earth. Keep alert at all times, and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. That was strong. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever read that in the NLT. Let's read it again. Luke 21:34 in the NLT through 36. Watch out. Don't let your hearts be dulled by carousing and drunkenness and by the worries of this life. Don't let that day catch you unaware like a trap, for that day will come upon everyone living on the earth. Keep alert at all times and pray that you might be strong enough to escape these coming horrors and stand before the Son of Man. Nothing to break down right there. Very much straightforward. The day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. If you don't want that to happen to you, continue to pray always. Like it said in verse 36, that you may be strong enough. On the King James, it says that you may be accounted worthy, right? A stronger word, to escape all these things that are going to come. And the NLT says all these horrors that are coming, because that's exactly how it's going to be. Jacob's trouble is going to be like a very, very, very terrible nightmare, horrible nightmare for a majority of people living on the earth, or I'll say in America and other various places. It's going to be terrible. You're not going to want to be left out to yourself and your own strength and will in that day. We want and we need protection from on high. So continue to watch and pray always. That's what verse 36 says in the King James. Watch ye therefore and pray always. In the NLT it says keep alert at all times. How do you keep alert? By praying. things like the bridge collapse, it shouldn't have made you feel like, oh my gosh, where did this come from? Like, if you were in that mindset, you need to do a little bit more praying, and I would suggest some fasting as well. That shouldn't have been like a, oh my gosh, this is crazy type of thing for you. It should have just been like a, woo, okay. And then you quickly settled and said, this is the times that we're living in. That's the spirit that you should be in right now, right? It's an initial shock, but then you're calm right after, right? These things are coming. They will get worse. And expect to hear more things like that. Expect to hear about other bridges, stuff like that happening, different transportation, I'll say pathways to get cut off. Like, these things are going to come. Famine, it can just come, but it can also be orchestrated as well. It doesn't have to just be a random thing. There's too many resources on earth to be an actual famine. Esau has to orchestrate or engineer, I'll say, something like that. I'm going to read one last precept. This is 2 Peter 3. And I'll get right to the point. At verse 10 in the King James, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up." Let's read verse 10 in the NLT. "But the day of the Lord will come as unexpectedly as a thief. Then the heavens will pass away with a terrible noise," that's the nuclear missiles, "and the very elements themselves will disappear in fire, and the earth and everything on it will be found to deserve judgment." Damn. And that's going to happen by the nuclear missiles from World War III that are going to be shot from various different countries, and also the fire beams coming out of the chariots. You can read about that in the book of 2 Ezra chapter 13. You can really start at the top. Verse 11 in the King James, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be, in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens, being on fire, shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat? Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness." Because the entire world, the entire earth, is not going to be destroyed. The kingdom of heaven will be established here on earth, right? That's why in the book of Revelation it says, "We shall reign on the earth." So we're looking for a new, or aka refreshed, earth. The word new in the Greek right there is kainos, which means refreshed. And it will be when Yahweh sends back his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. And when that happens, the majority of the earth will be caught off guard as a thief. But of course, I'm making this video, and we make these videos so that the elect can hear it, be edified, and continue to be spiritually prepared and be on our guard and watch and pray always. So, Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, or Quadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.